Hey, so I know I'm wearing the same outfit as I am in two other videos that I just uploaded. However, I just had to film one more video for you guys today, just in case I forget, because I probably will. So today I wanted to share a story time about when I got my belly button pierced. So if you have been watching me for a while, or you had before I had a hiatus, 8 months ago I uploaded a video called Piercings That I Want, and then in parentheses like belly button. And so I didn't end up getting most of those piercings, but I did end up getting the belly button piercing, and that was interesting. So when I went to get it pierced, actually my mom paid for me to have it done, and she went there with me, and it was actually really sweet. So we went to a parlor that does piercings and tattoos, and so we walked in, asked about what it's like, and then he pierced it. I mean, there were some forms I had to sign, and it gave me information about how to clean it, and it was fine. I definitely had a lot of adrenaline going on because you're about to stick a needle in your abdomen, and that no matter how much you think, don't think about it, it still is hard to not be a little psyched out for. So I was prepared for it to hurt, but I was not prepared for how long it took him to stick the needle through. And I was not prepared for that, uncontrollable feeling of, something is going through my body, near my organs, and it shouldn't be. Because you can, with your ears or your nose, you can tell yourself, it's fine, I'm not gonna die. But, you can't really, you can't really ignore that instinct when it's your belly, So, that was interesting. And I was surprised at how much bruising there was. It wasn't crazy or anything, but I wasn't expecting it, because you don't get a whole lot of bruising when you pierce your ears or your nose, so I just didn't think about it. But I mean, there's a lot more skin it's going through, so it makes sense. And the clamp was on there for a really long time. So I have a tendency to not be good with routines. I'm just now getting better at a skin routine, so I'm attempting to clear up my skin, because I want to be able to go outside without foundation and not feel gross. This is a BB cream right now. It's my foundation's too dark for me, because in the winter I get very pale, and the dark hair only accentuates that. But anyway, so I was actually very good about cleaning my piercing. We had a thing with distilled water, and then you add some sea salt, and then how you would clean it is you would take a Dixie cup, put the sea salt in it, and then bend over, press the Dixie cup up against your belly button while you're horizontal, and then stand up so that the water soaks in the flesh wound. And so I did that, and then it got infected, or at least it got irritated, and I was so frustrated that I did everything right that I just stopped. And of course, that is the wrong thing to do. If it gets infected, you need to keep cleaning it, even more so, you would think. But me being dumb, I just stopped. And so my belly button would go through cycles of being fine, and then cycles of being kind of sensitive, or it's fine until I'm changing and pair of pants snags on it, and it was just a pain. And it started to get not just inflamed, but I started to feel like my body was pushing the piercing out a little bit. I felt like it was higher than it used to be, and then eventually towards the top where the ball was, I could sort of see the metal through the skin. I wasn't sure if I was just seeing things, but I decided that, you know what, if it is rejecting, I don't want that nasty scar where the bar split through my skin and have like 2 little skin flaps. I would much rather have the like 2 little dots that you have from taking it out from the entry and the exit point. So I tried to unscrew it, and I could not for the life of me unscrew it. And I was like, well, crap. I mean, I want to take this out, but I can't get it out. What do I do? And it just took a pair of pliers. Once I had a pair of pliers, then I was able to get it undone pretty easily. And then within like an hour, it was like sealed shut. So I was like, okay, this was definitely the right decision, because it had been the amount of months that they say it takes to heal. So I was just like, this isn't gonna heal. I'm just gonna let it close, and you know, it's fine, because you know, eventually, like 10 years from now, when I want to have kids, I would have to take it out anyway, because if you get pregnant and you have your belly button pierced, then it could, like, since you're growing so much, it could push its way out through the skin, and that is not fun. So I do have the scar now, which I guess I will show you. It's not like gross or anything, but it's like I've got the one right there and the one right there. So it's a pretty small scar. I mean, people probably wouldn't notice unless I pointed it out. So it's not a big deal to me. And like I said, I would much prefer that scar than the rejection scar of it pushing its way out of my body. So anyway, that is the story of me getting my belly button pierced and it rejecting out of my body. So if you want to hear more stories, let me know. If you want to hear something else, give me suggestions, and I would be more than happy to listen to your suggestions. I'm pretty active in the comments, so I generally respond to questions that people ask. Maybe I should just save the questions instead of responding to the comments. But anyway, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter. I'll put the link in the description. And, or you can go ahead and subscribe. Or you can like the video. You know what you can do. Alright, well, anyway. Have a good one. See you next time.